What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Jacob Scott. Thank you so much for stopping by. Recently, I've been seeing a ton of people using the Aputure 120D with the Aputure light dome. And I'm sure you've probably seen it too. You may not have realized it, but that's a very popular lighting kit for people to use on their videos. A lot of people want to be able to use this light, but it doesn't tend to be on the cheaper side. However, I think I found a pretty good alternative for under $200. So let's go find out what it is. So what I'm using is the Godox SL60W, 60 standing for 60 watts and W standing for white because it is a daylight balanced temperature light. On that, I'm using the Godox, I believe it's the 38-inch octagon softbox with the grid on it right now. A couple things that I like about this light really quick is the fact that it is a chip LED compared to the little bulb LEDs. Now this means that the chip LEDs tend to be a lot brighter. This thing has a ton of output, so if I don't want to use it with the softbox, which we're going to get to in 1 second, I can use it as a spotlight. I can use it to shine through sheets of diffusion. Now, one of the other reasons it is an extremely versatile light is because it has a Bowens mount on it. That's how I'm able to mount this Godox softbox onto it. Now, the Bowens mount, pretty much you can mount barn doors, softboxes, snoots, a ton of different lighting accessories to really be able to shape your light and step up your video game. Now, a couple of little things to mention about the light before we move on to the softbox is one, it comes with this here, so if I want to make the light really spotty, I can throw this on instead of the softbox. Like I said, it is a Bowens mount on here, so it can also work on other lights. You have other lights with Bowens mounts. Two, it comes with a remote. Now, this thing is super helpful if I want to turn lights off, turn it back on. Also, these lights can be grouped in channels, so if you get a couple of them, you can, set them to individual channels, use one remote, or set them on the same channel and control them all at the same time. A couple weird things about this remote, though, is on the remote, I can only dim the light down to 25%, and on the back of the light, I can dim it down all the way down to 10%. So, not sure why they did that, just kind of strange. Also, one other thing that's kind of weird is, say I set on the remote it to 50%, then go to the back of the light, change it to 20%. Next time I hit the plus button on the remote, it's gonna go right back to 50%. So the remote sort of has a memory in it, and it'll resort back to the memory that the remote last remembered. Don't know if that really made sense at all, but that's pretty much the best way I can explain it. One other thing that I really do like about this light, and this one's sort of, I don't know, a little one, but it makes a big deal to me, is it comes with a really long cable right out of the box. So it's not like some cheaper lights, they send you these really short cables where they're pretty much useless without, extension cord. This one, if you're in a smaller room, it's definitely usable and you can definitely get some distance with this cable they send you. Now onto the softbox. I'm using the Godox softbox. They make a couple different ones. I'll link the one that I'm using down below. I believe it's the 38-inch octagon softbox. A couple things that I really like about this is it has 2 layers of diffusion, so it's hitting one layer, then hitting another layer, then finally coming out and hitting me. So that's making the light even softer compared to some softboxes with only 1 layer of diffusion. 2, like I said, I believe this is a 38-inch version, so it is a huge light. Big lights tend to be softer lights. If you were to take your phone LED light, shine it on your face, you notice that it makes really harsh shadows and it's just not good light. Another thing to mention, this is a little bit of a con, but it's a little bit slow getting set up, but I think once you get the hang of it, you could probably have this thing set up in under a minute. I'm getting close to having it at that time, but like I said, it's not the fastest setup time. However, the way they made this softbox is it's able to fit, hold on 1 second. This massive softbox is able to fit in this little case. So if you're wanting to travel with lights, this actually wouldn't be a horrible option. So that's one thing that I really do like. If you don't have a ton of space when storing stuff, this definitely is going to be good light for you, or softbox for you, because you can store it in such a small case. One other thing about this light is it comes with a grid. If you don't know what a grid is, essentially it's a grid. What it does though is it helps to reduce light spill. So say I just want this light from the softbox hitting my face and I don't really want it onto the background you know, on either side of me. This is gonna help make the light a little bit more directional, help cut down spill on either side of the light. All right, really quick, one more thing that I forgot to mention about the light is it's either 93 or 96 CRI. I've seen it different in certain places. One website says 96, one website says 93, so I'm not really sure which one to go with. However, I will say that I've been pretty dang happy with the color of light and quality of light that this thing produces. However, this is the end of the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you do end up picking up one of these lights, please let me know. Let me know how you like it, what you think of the light. But if you are looking for some alternative to some Aputure lights, this thing is a great option. But until next time, I will see you later.